have something that's been successful for us. That's helped us reduce shooting and killings, and that's the CeaseFire model. How do we do this? We choose the right community. We don't want to be all over the place. We want to be in the communities, in the hoods that are having the problems. That's what we want to be. We want to choose the right participant. We don't want to serve everybody. We don't want to serve the little kids. We don't want to serve the kids who are truant. That's not our charge. Our charge is to serve the right participant that we identify as the highest risk. The highest risk to us means there's 7 categories. Can you go back, please, before we go to this? The highest risk to us means that you fit one of these, or 4 of these 7 categories. Bona fide member of a mob, of a violent mob. Recently released from prison for a violent crime. Known to be a gun carrier. Known to be involved in some street activity. Y'all know what street activity means, right? Weapons carrier. Recent victim of a shooting, because everybody pretty much know people involved in the life are pretty good at hurting other people involved in the life. Am I right?
That's right.
It's only when the little 4-year-old or grandmother or grandpa gets shot. The right approach. We're not into locking everybody up. We're not into that. Our whole thing is to change the thinking, to try to impress upon young people that, hey, some of us been there and done that. You don't have to go through that. In Illinois, where I came from, some of y'all said y'all were from Chicago. Grew up there in the 1970s. We had 7 prisons in the 1970s. Today we got 34. In a period of 30 years, we've gone up like 400, 500% in prisons. At that rate, if we keep doing that, in 30 years from now, we'll be up to 100 prisons. It'll get to the point we won't know who's behind what wall, them or us. The right participants. Can you go back, and I'll let you know when. We want to work with those individuals that are the right individuals, and we want to have the right results. Meaning a reduction in the shootings and killings and the maiming and the misery that's going on in those target communities. Now let's go forward. Thank you. The right participants. Look at that picture up there. Can you tell who's staff or who's clients there or who are participants? Can anybody want to take a guess at it? There's staff in that picture. We're there in the neighborhood. Outreach. You talked about outreach. Exactly what we mean. Outreach. Being out there in the neighborhood when they're out there doing whatever it is that they do. Not being in some office downtown talking about you got a 10 o'clock appointment for therapy with me. We do our therapy out on the street, on the corner when they're out there. Those likely to shot or be shot. If you know anything about Chicago, you know about the history. You talked about vice lords, GDs, Latin kings. We end up working, because of the history there, 54 to 56% of our problems with shootings and killings are gang and drug related. Most of our stuff is gang related. We working with those people in those lives. Right participants. The right approach. Again, we're not about telling people what to do. We're about giving them examples and providing them with alternatives, because we believe in our fellow man that if given an opportunity, you will do the right thing. If given an opportunity. Now let's not get it twisted. We know that there's a whole lot of pressures out there. Racism, sexism, lack of a decent education, unemployment. But again, let's not get it twisted and let that be an excuse for us to keep perpetrating genocide amongst ourselves. The right approach by the right workers. Next, please.